Let's see what this question is trying to convey. If the selling price of the article is reduced by 40% and the cost price remains the same, the profit reduces by 50%. Find the original profit percentage of the article. So assume this much is the cost price. This is the profit. This is the profit. So the sum total of this is the selling price. So this entire thing is the selling price if you add this both. Now what is being said? If a selling price is reduced by 40%, the profit reduces by 50%. So let's assume selling price to be equal to 100x. So this 100x comprises of cost price plus profit. I'm considering selling price to be equal to 100x. Now selling price, if this selling price is reduced by 40%, so if 100% is reduced by 40%, that means it becomes 60%, then it is noticed that the profit is half. That means somewhere here. So this mark is 60x. Selling price reduced by 40%. So it is noticed that profit was reduced by 50%. Profit. So this portion is profit. Profit was reduced by half. So this much profit was gone now. Why? Because selling price was brought down from 100x to 60x only. Fine. So what can you say? You can observe from this diagram. Earlier this much was profit. Now this profit is halved. So this portion is gone. So this portion is equal to 40x. So earlier the profit must have been equal to 80x, double of it. So original SP, original selling price 100x, original profit for 80x. So cost price 100x minus 80x, selling price minus profit. If you remove profit from the selling price, you will get the cost price. So cost price is equal to 100x minus 80x. So this comes out to be equal to 20x. So what is the original profit? So if you try to understand the original scenario, 20x is the cost price, 100x was the selling price. So by investing 20x, he was gaining 80x. So 80x is what percentage of 20x? It is 4 times, 400%. Fine? I'll explain it again. So try to understand again. Assume the original selling price to be equal to 100x. Original selling price to be equal to 100x. So earlier there was a profit. So let's assume this portion is cost price, this portion is profit. Now what happened? Selling price was reduced by 40%. That means selling price was reduced, because of which the profit reduces by 50%. So earlier this entire portion was the profit. Now the profit reduces to half. So cost price remains the same as much as before, but profit now becomes half. Why? Because now customer is not paying you 100x. Customer is paying you only 60x. It means this portion is equal to 40x. So if this is equal to 40x, this part must also be equal to 40x. So 100x, you can see 80x was profit only. 80x was profit, that means 20x was your original investment. That means you invest 20x and you gain 80x because of that. That means profit is 4 times the cost price. Hence, profit percentage is equal to 400%. Let's move to next one. 1 year payment to the servant is rupees 200 plus 1 shirt. The servant leaves after 9 months and receives 120 and a shirt. What is the price of the shirt? Now please understand what is the question. So if a servant works for one entire year, that means for 12 months. So if somebody works for 12 months, salary of 12 months, 1 year, is paid in two parts. One is cash, rupees 200 plus t-shirt, T. Now the problem is this servant did not work for complete year. He worked only for 9 months and then he left. So if he works for 9 months, that means he was supposed to work for 12 months, but he worked only for 9 months. So 9 is 3/4 of 12. 3/4 of 12. So salary of 9 months. Salary of 9 months must be 9 by 12 of the original salary that was decided, because original salary was decided for 12 months, but this guy has worked only for 9 months. So salary for 9 months comes out to be equal to this much, 200 plus T. So this is equal to, see, if you are leaving in 9 months, so cash can be given to you accordingly, but shirt cannot be torn and given to you, na? It cannot be said that you have not worked for complete year, so we are not going to give you complete shirt. We will tear it away. That's not happening here. So that's why instead of tearing shirt, so he got less amount of money. His actual, mathematically speaking, he is entitled to get this much, but he got 120 rupees cash plus the complete t-shirt. So these two figures must be equal mathematically. So let's solve this. So 9 by 12 of 200 plus t must be equal to 120 plus t. So let's solve this. This is 3 upon 4. So if you cross multiply, 600 plus 3t is equal to 480 plus 4t. So from here, t comes out to be equal to 120. This much. Let's move forward. Shambhu, the shopkeeper, is not good at maths. One day, he sells a chair and mistakenly calculates his profit percentage as selling price instead of cost price. If he thinks he has made a profit of 20%, then his real profit percentage is equal to what? Now understand what is the problem. What is this question trying to convey? So let me take an example. Suppose I bought something for rupees 400. So this is my cost price. I earned a profit of rupees 100 by selling that. So this is my profit. It means the selling price is 500 rupees. If you ask a normal person, what is the profit percentage that you have earned? So he will say that I have earned rupees 100, and he will compare it with his investment. The profit or loss, when you try to express it in percentage, you have to compare it with your original investment. So if somebody asks you what is your profit percentage, you have to compare this 100 with 400. But this guy is not good at mathematics. He knows, he understands that he is making profit. He is doing good in business, buying for 400, selling for 500. But he does not know the technicality of calculation. Because it is easy to understand whether you are making profit or loss, but it is difficult to understand the original formula, the actual formula. So this guy was not good at maths, so he uses wrong formula. he understands that he has made a profit of rupees 100, but while calculating the percentage, instead of comparing 100 with 400, he starts to compare with 500. That's why he will come up with wrong answer. He will say that he has earned 25% profit. If he does real calculation, true calculation, and compares 100 with 400, his answer would be that I have earned 25% profit. But this guy is doing mistake. He is comparing with selling price. So he would compare 100 with 500. And he would think that he have made a profit of only 20%. So correct answer is 25%, but he would say that he have made a profit of only 20%. So this is the meaning of the question. This is what is happening here. A person who is supposed to calculate his profit based on cost price is doing it wrongly. Calculating is based on selling price. So let's try to see how to solve such questions. So let's see how you can solve this. Since this guy is doing his calculation based on selling price, so let us assume the selling price to be equal to 100x. So this is 100x. He thinks he have made a profit of 20%. So 20% of what? He is basing his calculation on selling price. So he realizes that the profit that he has made is equal to 20x, because he is calculating based on selling price. So if selling price is 100x, profit must be equal to 20x. So out of 100x, 20x is the profit. So how much is the cost price? 80x, because total is 100x. The object has been sold for 100x. Out of those 100x, 20x are of profit. So 80x is investment. So now the things are clear. Using these two figures, you can correct his mistake. He is doing wrong calculation. You can do the right calculation. So his investment 80x. Because of his investment, he has earned 20x. So actual profit 20x is what percentage of 80x? So answer is 25%. Let's move to next one. Two merchants sell each an article for rupees 1000. If merchant A computes his profit on cost price while merchant B computes his profit on selling price, same mistake. So one person is doing it correctly, the other person is doing it wrongly by associating it with selling price. They both think that they made profits of 25%. So they both are thinking that they have made 25% profit. But one person is right, the other person is wrong. Who is wrong? B is wrong. B computes wrongly. So how much is the profit made by merchant B greater than that of merchant A? Let us see. So let's see. Two merchants A and B both have received 1000 rupees from the customer. Because it is written here, each sell an article for rupees 1000. So both have received 1000 rupees from customer. This is fixed for both of them. Now look at their thinking. A is doing the right thing. A is doing his calculations correctly and he thinks he have made a profit of 25%. So he thinks that I invested 100% and because of that I gained 25%. So cost price and profit. So this is the total amount 1000. So cost price plus additional profit. So what is the profit? To to get the profit, you can divide this in the ratio 4:1, 100:25, 4:1. So you will get cost price, you will get profit. So this is 800 cost price, profit is 200. So this first merchant, merchant A, is earning a profit of 200 rupees. Now look at the thinking of merchant B. Merchant B has received 1000 rupees. If you ask him how much profit you have earned, he will say 25%. 25% of what? Of selling price. So you can immediately calculate his profit in terms of money. So his profit is 25% of selling price. So that is equal to 250 rupees. So A earns a profit of 200, B earns a profit of rupees 250. What is the question? How much is the profit made by merchant B greater than that of merchant A? So you can see that merchant B is earning more. He is earning 250, A is earning 200 only. So B earns rupees 50 more. You can see from here. Fine. Now let's move to the next question. A watch dealer incurs an expense of rupees 150 for producing every watch. He also incurs an additional expenditure of rupees 30,000, which is independent of the number of watches produced. If he is able to sell a watch during the season, he sells it for rupees 250. If he fails to do so, he has to sell each watch for rupees 100. If he produces 1500 watches, then what is the number of watches that he must sell during the season in order to break even, given that he is able to sell all the watches produced? So it's a pretty long question, but if you will get to the crux of it, it is very interesting and very easy also. So I insist that first you give it a try on your own before looking at the solution. So let's understand what is this question trying to convey. So this basically is a setup of a watch factory. So each watch, to produce each watch, the cost comes to be rupees 150. But then there is a fixed cost. For example, if you built a factory, then you have to pay rent, electricity bill. So your rent and electricity bill does not depend on the fact that how many watches you are producing. You have to pay the rent, whether you produce watch or not. So same is something, that additional expenditure of rupees 30,000, which is independent of the number of watches produced. So 30,000 rupees you have to pay lump sum, and 150 rupees you have to incur as a cost for each watch that you are producing. How many watches were made? 1500 watches were made. So these 1500 watches were sold either during season or off season. So if you sell it during season, customer is paying you rupees 250. But if you are selling it off season, customer is paying you rupees only rupees 100. So the question is, how many watches you have to sell it during the season to break even? Now another term, what is meant by breaking even? Breaking even means doing business in such a way that you incur neither profit nor loss. So let's see the mathematics of it. Total cost is rupees 30,000. This is fixed, this is not going anywhere, plus cost of manufacturing watches. 1500 watches have been manufactured. Each watch rupees 150 you have to pay. So this is the total cost he have to pay. If you solve this, 30,000, 15 into 15, 225, 225, this much. So this comes out to be equal to 2,55,000. So this is the total cost. Now question is, out of 1500 watches, how many are sold during season? How many are sold off season? So if you sell it during season, customer pays you rupees 250. If you sell it off season, customer pays you rupees 100. So assume that he sells X during seasons and 1500 minus X off season. So the money he receives by selling watch must be exactly equal to the total cost to break even. Break even means no profit, no loss. Whatever you have invested, you have just recovered that. So how much will he recover by selling watches in this manner? X watches at rupees 250. So X into 250 plus 100 into 1500 minus X, because 1500 minus X watches he is selling off season. So off season, each watch rupees 100 to break even. So this is what he will get. This must be equal to his investment, 255,000. So let's solve this. 250X plus 1,50,000 minus 100X is equal to 2,55,000. So let's change the sides of variable and constant. So you can see from your 150X is equal to 105,000. So from here some zeros are getting cancelled. So 7 times, so 700. So 700 is the number of watches he must sell during season, and the remaining he can sell off season. Okay, now let us understand what is the concept of marked price and discounts. Let's suppose I am a mobile shop owner. So I buy mobile from a factory or buy mobile from someone else, bring it to my shop and then resell it to my customer. So let's see, let's suppose I go to a factory and I buy a mobile for rupees 5,000. So this 5,000 becomes cost price for me because I have bought it and brought to my shop. Now what do? I mark this article up by rupees 1,000. So this is known as marking something up. So if I mark this up, so now I paste a label or sticker over the object, so which would say that this article is worth rupees 6,000, because I would not want my customer to know the reality. Why should my customer know how much I have paid for it? So for my customer, I have created a special price. This is known as marked price. Marked price. Now, the customers are bargainers by nature. People like to bargain while buying things. So I know that customers may bargain. That might also be one of the reasons to increase the price beforehand, so that even if customers bargain and try to bring down the price, I may still earn some profit. So let's suppose the customer demands 10% profit, 10% rebate or 10% discount. So if the customer is asking for discount, he is asking for discount with respect to marked price, because he will never understand that for how much I have bought it. His mathematics is, he is seeing that a sticker of rupees 6,000 is pasted on this. So he is arguing with the shopkeeper, or he is rather requesting the shopkeeper for a 10% discount. So this percentage refers to the marked price. So whenever a discount is given, so that discount refers to the marked price, not to the cost price. So if the customer wants 10% reduction or 10% discount, it would mean he wants to pay, he is willing to pay only 90% of marked price. He does not want to pay 10%. He wants discount of 10%. So out of 100%, he wants the shopkeeper to waive off 10%. So this is the concept of discount and marked price. So let us see what kind of questions have been asked from this domain over the years. Let's see this one. A shopkeeper offers 20% discount and still makes profit of 25%. Calculate the cost of the article which has a marked price of rupees 200. So marked price 200. So this shopkeeper has offered a discount of 20%. So offering a discount is bringing down, the price is brought down. So discount of 20%. That means selling price is only 80% of marked price, because 20% is given as discount. So customer is asked to pay only 80% of what the marked price is. So selling price is rupees 160, 80% of 200. What is given? Still makes a profit of 25%. That means the amount the shopkeeper got is rupees 160. So this rupees 160, selling price of rupees 160 contains 25% profit. That means cost price of 100% and profit of 25%. Ratio 4:1. So you can immediately calculate what is the cost of the article. So divide 160 in the ratio 4:1. So cost of the article 4 by 4 plus 1 into 160. So 4 by 5 into 160. So 32 into 4, 168. So 32 into 4, 122, 8. Let's move to next one. Prabhakar bought 2 pens for rupees 37.40 at a discount of 15%. What must be the marked price of each of pen? So he has bought 2 pens. So marked price. So let's solve it using 2 pen only, 2 pen. So marked price, we don't know what the marked price was, but we know that a discount of 15% was given. So if a discount of 15% is given, it means only 85% of marked price did the customer pay, because 15% was given as discount. So 85% of marked price. So Prabhakar bought. So that means Prabhakar had to pay this much. So 85% of marked price comes out to be equal to 37.40. Fine. So 85% of something is 37.40. So what is 100% of that thing? Because marked price is what? 100%. So 100% of that thing is equal to what? Let's see. So 85 and 100. So 17 by 20. So let me do the remaining calculation here. So 17 by 20 is equal to 37.40 by unknown figure. So unknown figure comes out to be equal to 20 into 37.40 divided by 17. So this cancels by 2.2 times. So 20 into 2.2 comes out to be equal to 44. So this is the correct answer. Let's move to next one. Jethalal bought a Nokia mobile phone at rupees 800. He sold it to Master Bhide after allowing a discount of 10%. In this deal, Jethalal made a profit of 12.5%. What was the marked price? So let us see. So let's see. So Jethalal had bought it for rupees 800. So think from Jethalal's perspective. So his cost price is 800. He has given a discount. So he then marked this up, brought it to marked price. What did he do? He then gave a discount of 10%. He then gave a discount of 10%. So giving a discount of 10% means he wanted the customer to pay only 90% of marked price. Now, so this is the amount that he received from the customer finally, because the customer did not pay him the marked price because he gave a discount of 10%. So he told the customer, so you need not pay me the entire marked price, simply pay me 90% of it. So 90% of marked price is what Jethalal got. What is being said? Jethalal made a profit of 12.5%. So 12.50% is equal to 1/8 of something. 1/8 of something. Fine. So Jethalal made profit equal to 1/8 of his investment. So his investment is 800. So how much profit? 1/8 of it. So 1/8 of 800. That means profit of rupees 100. So it means Jethalal finally got 900 rupees from his customer because he has made a profit equal to 1/8 of his investment. So his investment of 800 plus profit 1/8. So customer paid him 900 rupees. So this 900 rupees is equal to 90% of marked price. So you can say that rupees 900 is equal to 90% of marked price. So what is 100% of marked price? Something is equal to 100% of itself. So 90% is equal to 900. So 100% is equal to 1000. 100% of marked price should be equal to 1000 if you calculate this. But if you can observe that if you are a student of mathematics, you should not do all this baby calculation. It should come, naturally to you. Let's move to next one. A merchant fixes the sale price of his goods at 15% above the cost price. He sells his goods at 12% less than the fixed price. His percentage of profit is equal to what? So please understand what is going on. So merchant fixes the sales price of his good at 15% above the cost price. So let the cost price be equal to 100. Always choose a number such that if you have to calculate its percentage, it becomes easy. What does he do next? He marks it at 50% above the cost price. So he changes its sticker or marked price by increasing it by 15%. So this becomes the marked price. So 100 becomes 115. Added 15%. But he gives 12% of discount, sells his goods at 12% less than the fixed price. So now he is giving a discount of 12%. So giving a discount is like bringing the price downwards. So the final selling price will be equal to what? So that will be equal to, final selling price will be equal to only 88% of marked price. 88% of marked price. So this comes out to be equal to how much? Let's see. So So this is 101.20. So you can see finally that he has invested rupees 100, but he is finally getting back 101.20 from his customer. So profit is equal to difference of these two, 1.20. So profit is 1.20, investment is rupees 100. So percentage profit is equal to 1.20 by 100 into 100%. Because his investment rupees 100, and because of this rupees 100 he managed to earn 1.20. So final answer is 1.2. Let's see this one. A dealer makes a profit of 20% even after giving a 10% discount on the advertised price of a scooter. I mean marked price, same. If he makes a profit of rupees 7,500 on the sale of the scooter, the advertised price was equal to what? So let us see. So let this be the cost price. This be the marked price. So what do we know? And this be the selling price. So let this be equal to 100x. A dealer makes a profit of 20% even after giving a 10% discount on the advertised price of the scooter. So if cost price is rupees 100x, what shall be the selling price? Because it is already known that he made a profit of 20%. So though we may not be able to understand what the marked price is, but we can immediately calculate what the selling price was, because it is already known that there was a profit of 20%. So selling price must be equal to 120x additional 20%. So 100x plus 20x. So 120x. Now you know that there has been a discount of 10%. A discount of 10% means what? This 120x is equal to only 90% of marked price, because you are giving a discount of 10%. That means you are telling the customer that you need not pay the entire 100% amount, just pay 90% and leave the remaining 10%. 10% is discounted. So 120x is equal to 90% of marked price. We have to calculate the marked price. So before that, let's calculate the value of x. It is known that he made a profit of rupees 7500. It means what is the profit in terms of x? 20x. So 20x is equal to 7500. From here x comes out to be equal to 750 by 2, so 375. So substituting this value of x here in this one, 120x, so you can say that 120 into 375 is equal to 90% of marked price. So 90 by 100 into marked price. So let's see, 9 by 10. Anything else that can be, I think 375, no, this doesn't go. So by 3 and 125. So how much does this comes out to be? Anything else? Yeah, 40. So 400 into 125. So 500 and 00. Okay, so 50,000. So 50,000 is the advertised price. Let's move forward. By what percent should the cost price of an article be marked up such that even after allowing a discount of 50%, a profit of 50% is made? Very good. So cost price, marked price, and selling price. Let's fit in the data. So no concrete data is given, so you can start assuming. So assume the cost price to be equal to 100. So it is known that whatever discount you give, but you have to make a profit of 50%. You have to make a profit of 50%. So if you have invested rupees 100 and you want to make a profit of 50%, that means you want your customer to pay you 150, because 50% profit, 100 plus 50, 150. So customer will pay you 150 after getting a discount. After getting a discount. Discount of 50%. Discount of 50%. So this is the scenario. So you can say that selling price is only 50% of marked price, because 50% is waived off. So 150 is 50% of marked price. That means half of marked price. So marked price must be double of this, must be equal to 300. 50% is half of marked price. So marked price must be equal to 300. So you mean to say that you bought something for rupees 100 and immediately marked it to 300. So jump of 200. You buy it for 100 and marked it for 300. So markup percentage. By what percentage should it be marked up? Markup of 200 when the object is of only rupees 100. So what is markup percentage? So markup percentage, 200 is what percent of 100? Answer is 200%. Let's see what this question is trying to convey. Mukundi Lal marks the price tags of all his mobile phones 10% above the cost price, and then he offers 10% discount on their marked prices. What is his profit or loss? So what is Mukundi Lal trying to do? Let us see. So he buys mobile cost price, marks it up by 10%, and then brings the price down by giving 10% discount. So by doing so, what is happening to his business? What percentage profit or loss does his business experiencing? So let's see. Let's begin. So you can assume cost price to be 100. That means he bought something by investing rupees 100. What did he do next? He marked it up by 10%. So he immediately put an sticker on that which said that it is of rupees 110, marked up by 10%. Then customer comes and customer starts to bargain. So bargaining means he gives a discount of 10%. So if you are giving a discount of 10%, that means you are charging only 90% of 110. You are telling your customer you need to pay only 90% of the sticker price. Sticker price is 110. So 90% of 110, 99. So you can see what happened to Mukundi Lal. Mukundi Lal invests rupees 100 but gets back only rupees 99. So he is suffering loss. This is a clear case of loss. You invest 100 but you get back only 99. So you are suffering a loss. And how much is the loss percentage? So you suffered a loss of 1 rupees. You lost 1 rupees when you have started a business from rupees 100. So loss percentage 1%. 1% loss. Let's move to next one. If a merchant offers a discount of 30% on list price is marked price. So marked price is there, 30% discount is there. Then she makes a loss of 16%. Then she makes a loss of 16%. So what is going on? So he makes a loss of 16%. This is already known to us. So let's begin from here. Let's assume he spent rupees 100. He bought something for rupees 100. What must be the selling price equal to? Because we already know made a loss of 16%. So 16% loss. So only 84% recovered. So 84 is the selling price. What is the marked price? Whatever is the marked price, you have given a discount of 30%. So you can say that 70% of marked price when calculated came out to be 84. So this comes out to be equal to 84. So based on this, what is the value of marked price? Let's see. So 120. So marked price is equal to 120. Question is, what percentage profit or loss will he make if she sells at a discount of 10% of the list price? Now the discount offered is 30%, but what if the discount offered is only 10%? So we have calculated, we have figured out that an article was bought for 100, it was marked for 120. Now let us offer a discount of only 20%, 10%. Therefore new selling price, you are offering a discount of 10%. That means you want your customer to pay only 90% of marked price. So 90% of marked price. Marked price is 120. So this is equal to 108. 108. Now what percentage profit or loss will she make? So second scenario, in second scenario, you can see in second scenario he will be getting back 108 rupees. So investment of 100 will get him 108 back. Therefore in second scenario, profit percentage is equal to 8 is what percentage of 100? So answer is 8%. Okay, let's see this one. Kiran buys an article with 25% discount on the marked price. He makes a profit of 10% by selling it at rupees 660. What was the marked price? So let us see. There was a marked price. Discount of 25% was given, 25% discount. And after getting this discount, Kiran bought it. So this is cost price for Kiran. Cost price for Kiran. What did Kiran do then? He makes a profit of 10% by selling it at 660. So Kiran then tried to gain 10% and finally the selling price for Kiran comes out to be 660. So based on this we have to see what was the marked price. Now let us see. Let the marked price be X. So giving a discount of 25%, that means you have charged only 0.75x. 0.75x because you are giving a discount of 25%. Now look from the perspective of Kiran. Kiran wants to earn 10% profit. Kiran has bought it for 0.75x. So to gain 10% profit, he must sell it for this much. This comes out to be equal to 660. So let us see what is the value of X, what is the marked price. So let us see this 100 and 10 and this 660 will cancel 6 times. So this 75 and 100 again will get cancelled. So x, this 3 and 6 again cancels. So x comes out to be equal to 4 into 2, 800. This is the final answer. Let's see. If a merchant makes a profit of 20% after giving a 20% discount, what should be his markup percentage? So, cost price, marked price, and selling price. So, merchant makes a profit of 20%. So, assume cost price to be 100. That means he bought something for rupees 100. He wants to make a profit of 20%. That means he wants his customers to pay him 120 back, 20% extra. He wants to give his customers a discount of 20%, a discount of 20%. So what will he say to his customer? He will tell his customers, you pay me only 80% of the marked price. So 80% of marked price when calculated came out to be equal to 120. So let's find out what the marked price is. So 80 by 100 into marked price is equal to 120. So 2 by 3. So marked price comes out to be equal to 150. 150. So you can see from here that something you bought for rupees 100 have to be marked at rupees 150. So you buy it for 100, mark it for 150. So what is the markup percentage? So 50% extra. Let's move to next one. A trader sells an item for 20% discount and still manages to get 20% profit. What is his profit loss if he gives a discount of 30%? So let's understand what is this question. Cost price, marked price, selling price. So a trader sells an item for 20% discount and still manages to get 20% profit. So let's assume he himself bought it for rupees 100. So in first instance, in first scenario, he is getting 20% profit. So that means he must be getting 120 back. And in first scenario, he is giving a discount of 20%. Giving a discount of 20%. So based on this figure, 20% discount, that means you have to pay only 80%. So 80% of marked price when calculated came out to be 120. So if you solve this, marked price into 80 by 100 is equal to 120. So 4 by 5, so 30. So marked price comes out to be 150. So something which you had bought it for 100 was marked at 150. Now coming to the second part of the question. What is his profit or loss percent if he gives a discount of 30%? In first case, he was giving a discount of 20%, but now the question wants you to calculate what if instead of giving a discount of 20%, he gives a discount of 30%. So something which you have bought it for 100 and marked it for 150, now give discount of 30%. So 30% discount means you are paying only 70%. So 70% of 150 is what somebody would be paying. So 70% of 150 comes out to be 105. So still he would get profit because he is buying at 100, selling at 105. So still there is profit. What is profit percentage? 5. Because profit of 5, investment of 100. So profit percentage 5 is what percentage of 100? Answer is 5%. Okay, let's see this one. During a sale, a retailer reduced the advertised selling price, that means the marked price, of a mixer grinder by offering 30% discount. So cost price, marked price, and the actual selling price. So assume the cost price to be equal to 100, that means you have invested or bought that object by spending rupees 100. So he is offering a discount of 30%, because of which he incurs a loss of 2%. So something which you have bought for rupees 100, if you incur a loss of 2%, you will sell it for 98 only. Loss of 2, 100 minus 2, 98. So this 98 is equal to 70% of marked price, because you are waiving off, giving a discount of 30%. So you are telling your customer, pay me only 70% of marked price. So let's calculate the marked price first. So 70 by 100 into marked price. So this 0 and this 0 cancels. So 14 sevens are, so 140 is the marked price. So marked price comes out to be equal to 140. Now coming to the actual question. Actual question is, what would have been his profit percentage if he had instead offered a discount of 15%? So now you know that the actual marked price is 140. So if now he offers a discount of 15%, offering a discount of 15% means you are asking for only 85%. So in that case, what will be the selling price equal to? So he is giving a discount of 15%, that means he is asking for 85% of the sticker value, 140. So this and this cancels. So 17 and 2. So 17 sevens are 119. So in second scenario, he would have got back 119 from his customer. So investing 100, getting back 119, clearly a profit of 19 rupees, and when compared with 100, profit of 19 percentage. So that's why I am starting with assuming this to be 100, so that calculation remains as simple as possible. So let's see what this question is about. A merchant marks his goods up by 75% above his cost price. What is the maximum percentage discount that he can offer so that he ends up selling at no profit, no loss? So what is the meaning of the question? Cost price, marked price, selling price. So assume cost price to be equal to 100. He has marked his goods up by 75%. So he has already marked his goods up by 75%. So he bought it for 100, marked it for 175. So question is, how much discount should he offer, or what maximum percentage discount he can offer so that he ends up selling at no profit, no loss? So if he wants to sell at no profit, no loss, so he should sell it for exactly 100. He has bought it for 100 only. So no profit, no loss means buy for 100, sell for 100. So question is, this reflects what percentage of discount? So marked price is 175, but he is ready to sell it for 100 only. So discount is given, a discount of 75 rupees is given on the sticker price, sticker 175. So he gives a discount of 75 on sticker price. Therefore percentage discount, sticker is 175, but he he takes only 100 from his customer. So he gave 75 rupees discount to his customer. So percentage discount is equal to 75 is what percentage of poster price. So 175. So 75 is what percentage of 175. So let's see, both these are multiples of 25. So 3 by 7. So 300 by 7. So 42 point something. So 300 by 7. If you will solve this, 42 point something. So let's solve this. 300 by 7. So 28 4. So 42 because 14. 56 8. 42.8. So this is the correct answer. Let's move forward. A merchant marks his goods up by 60% and then offers a discount on marked price. The final selling price after the discount results in no profit, no loss. Okay, same. So 100 cost price, you first mark it up by 60%. So the markup price becomes 160. Now you want to give such a discount so that you sell at no profit, no loss. So this is the scenario. You buy for 100, you want to sell it for 100. Just, to show off, you have posted a sticker on it by marking it up by 60%. So this figure or this data reflects what percentage of discount. So 160 was the sticker price, but the customer is giving only 100. So he is getting a discount of 60 rupees out of a total sticker price of 160. So this is the percentage discount that he is getting. So 6 by 16, 3 by 8. So 3 by 8 into 100. So 3 is what percentage of 8? You know that it is 37.50%.